of traditional Chinese medicine: metal, water, fire, earth, and wood. Each one of them connected to an internal organ. Let's do it. We start with the metal element, which is a vertical cyclical motion forward, just like that, just like that. You are rolling forward a wheel in a vertical motion, just like a wheel. It travels this way. First the outside, then the inside. Means outside is the hand. If you see it in the profile, it generates a cyclical motion. And then you activate the inside, the lungs. From the bottom, the south pole to the north pole, you inhale. From the north to the south, you exhale. Cha, 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 cha. So it becomes a breathing cyclical motion. The slower you move, the deeper you breathe. So if I move slower, I have longer time to gather qi, gathering lots of oxygen into my brain and lungs and the entire cardiovascular system. And cha. Cha. Inhale, exhale. Can be done in one hand. Then this one hand, inhale, exhale. One cycle at a time, or double circle, 1 and 2 and 1. If we slow it down so the breathing doesn't get into hyperventilation, it goes inhale, gathering qi, exhale, cha. Inhale, clear your throat, clear your lungs, cha. With a cha, cha. Cha. Cha is for clearing the lungs. Cha, the bottom of the lungs, the residue of your oxygen, the CO2 that's left at the bottom. Want to get rid of it and replenish the lungs with fresh oxygen. So give it a big cha, cha. Open your mouths, open your airways. Cha, cha, cha. Wonderful. Let's move to the metal, from the metal to the water element. Water resembles a vortex of water going down the drain, down in the ocean. The idea is cyclical, spiral motion in the wrist, elbow, shoulder, and spine. Wrist, first the outside, then the inside. So it goes inwards, wrist, elbow, shoulder, spine. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, spine. Other hand. See my spine, my posture is becoming diagonal and straight. Diagonal, shoulders and hips are diagonal and straight. Diagonal and straight. Which internal organ is the water element related to? Are the kidneys. If you take the other hand, if you take the other hand and place it on that kidney, while you do that, you'd feel that there's a expand and contract of all the muscles around the kidney here. Contract and expand. Contract and expand. Contract and expand. Contract. And that contract and expand around the kidney all the muscles that wraps around the kidney, contracting and expanding, becomes like a vacuum of blood and oxygen to that area, which is reactivating all the muscles and therefore replenishing energy around the kidneys. Cha. What about the cha? It comes here. Cha. Inhale. Cha. So one hand, cha, or the other hand, cha. Or both hands, cha. One, cha. Inhale, cha. Step back, inhale, cha. Cha. Round, cha. You come back in a round banana shape, but you go out straight and spiral. Round and straight. Round and straight. In Shingi Chuan, we use it with a closed fist with a pointer. So the pointer is like an arrowhead which is spinning. One, two, one, two. And how do you combine the metal and the water element? Let's see. There are several ways of combining them. Metal and water are lungs and kidneys. If that's the water, that's the metal. That's the water, that's the metal. Water, metal. Water, metal. Or the opposite. Metal, metal, water. Metal, water. Where's the breathing here? Inhale, exhale. Inhale to the top of that cycle. Exhale down. Or the other hand, the other leg, change. You said water, metal, water, metal. Or the other way, metal, water, metal, water. With the breathing, cha, 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 cha. So it becomes a cyclical motion that has a vertical energy pattern and a spiral. The spiral here starts with the outside and the inside. Starts with the wrist, elbow, shoulder, hip joint, and spine. It's all turning at the same time. Hands contracting the area of the kidney. The metal, lift the elbow. Give yourself a lot of space to breathe in and fill your lungs with new air. And contract. Now you contract your lungs. You get rid of all the air that's left at the bottom. With a cha, it's even better. Cha. So, one, cha, one, cha, one, cha. From the water and the metal, we move on to the fire. Fire, you turn the entire body to the motion that the heart is doing, which is expand and contract, expand and contract. What it resembles, if you light a match, it goes from the red head of the match whoosh, into flame. If you put together a lot of fire powder, it explodes. So the whole body can contract and expand. So deliberately you contract the whole body like the heart contracts and expands. And you activate the breathing. Cha. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And when you place one foot forward, you Expand, pushing the ground. Feel how much energy, how much power you derive from the back foot, from the ground. The whole body becomes like the heart and contracts to the back foot, expand to the front foot. And if you want to do it Shingi style, Shingi Chuan, the sister of Tai Chi, the dynamic sister of Tai Chi, you contract the whole body towards the back hip. Contract, inhale. When you step diagonally 45 degrees, contract, expand. Contract, expand. Shingi, unlike Tai Chi Yang style, which does the same motion with open palms, and title it Fair Lady Plays the Shuttle. Shingi Chuan relates to it as the fire element and does it with closed fist, hands sending power from the back hip. So one hand is a protection to the head, the other is a spear that comes out of your hip joint. So defend and attack. So fire element, let's go back to the Tai Chi Yang style. 24, does it very slowly. Expand, contract. Contract to the hip joint, stand on one foot, step 45 degrees. Shield and push. Contract, shield, the head, push. Inhale as you contract, reversal breathing. Exhale as you expand. Big cha. Or a quicker Shingi, closed fist. All right, fire element. We're moving on to the wood. Wood relates to the liver. And just like the liver can somehow pop out when you place these two bones as agents of the liver. Moving forward, you stretch the liver area. So it's not a punch. It can be a punch, but it's not a punch to hit something, to hit a surface, a punching bag. It's a stretch of the elbow, pulling onto the floating rib, pulling onto the liver. Now there's no liver on this side, but you still pull with the elbow the floating rib. And just like an arrow, it goes straight line. These two bones fly out in a straight line and stretching the abdomen, your digestive system. If you do it in one spot and you send it out, come back with this hand, right on top of this hand, and swap. From the elbow, swap, swap. That's the wood related to the liver. Practice the liver, bring a lot of blood into the liver, because the liver, if you pay attention to this area, it expands and contracts, expands and it stretches. It stretches and therefore becomes a vacuum of blood and oxygen. We've done metal, water, fire, and wood, and now we're with earth. Earth, just like the earth is spinning 24 hours a day around its center and around the sun 365 days a year, it has orbiting and spinning. So there's a motion that resembles it. I place both my feet at 45 degrees and I carry a ball, and now I have two axes. I have the axis of flipping the North Pole to South Pole, and I also have this axis of orbiting around my body. So what will happen if I flip the poles here? There's no orbiting. But what if I come from this knee, I'm above this knee, and I split them and gather it again above that knee. Now look at the flip. Here is the flip of the palms. This is the orbit. Here is the flip. This element, the earth, is working with our spleen and stomach, with our large intestine and small intestine. If you do it slow, you feel that you are twisting and replenishing this area and give space to your digestive system. Where it all happens, the best of it, is here in the coiling in. See the coiling in to carry a ball, and then spread. Coil in, carry a ball, and spread. Coil, spread. Inhale, exhale. Cha. Cha. So it can be done in a Qigong way for the sake of working the stomach and replenishing energy in the digestive system and strengthening the spleen area. Or it can be done the Shingi way, which is someone stands here and they're in your space and you need to remove them. You use this ball and just you move your spine faster from one leg to the next, and that would, if there would be someone here, I would just remove, and someone right here, remove, 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 sha, 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 sha. Or the other way, carry a ball, remove, clear the space, clear, 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 clear. Let's go back to the medical Qigong mode. We stand in one place, and if we want maximum effect of twisting and releasing the bowels, the stomach, we stand in one place and we do it this way. Coil, so this hand is not only under this hand, but under the armpit, and release. Coil under the armpit and release diagonally. Cha, 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 cha. And now you feel that your intestine and stomach and spleen are all turning and twisting, turning and twisting, turning and twisting. And that's how 5 elements of traditional Chinese medicine activates the 5 organs: lungs, kidneys, liver, heart, and spleen. Spleen and stomach. Okay, practice it at home, gently, breathe deeply, and enjoy. See you the next time. I'm Gad Levi Golan, here for you with Tai Chi, Shingi, Qigong, and medical Qigong, all for you for free. Enjoy.